Hello. For the last question for this video, I will show you how to solve the midterm exam problem step by step. Given 4 tables, you are supposed to solve this problem. So these 4 tables is organization, participant, project, and participation ID. You are not given any data, but you should be able to see how they relate with each other through their attribute names, for example, PID. Now, this query wants you to list the project IDs, the titles, and the number of participants for those projects that have the maximum number of participants. So this is the main thing. These other ones are extra requirements. So what's going to happen here is we need to go step by step again in trying to solve this problem. So we start with the selection. We are being asked to pick the project ID. Where's the project ID? It's in the project table. Where is then the title? Where's the title? It's in the project table. So for now we have one part. It has 2. What else do we need? Number of participants. So we need to count the number of participants, and we can find them in the participation table. So we have the project table and the participation table. So we can, because we are being asked to include projects, even if they currently have 0 participants, we can already do the left join to include any projects which are not participating in participants who are not included in the participation table. So we can do from left join on, then we pick what joins the 2 of them. Again, this can simply be written as comma where project ID, project SID is equals to participation SID. But if you write it this way, it won't help you pick the participants who have who have 0 participation, so who are not in the participation table. It will just pick people who only have column SID is ambiguous. Okay, let me fix that. I was trying to run it, but it gave me an error because I didn't specify the column name. So I didn't specify where the column is, which table the column is coming from. So if we just select this one, let's group by, what do? We group by these 2 because we have an aggregate. We need to do some grouping by. So if we just select this one, it will pick only the participants who are also in the participation table. So we have 2, 4, 6 of them. But if we do the left join, let's see if it will pick other participants who are not that's how you convert it to a left join. So the number of participation it managed to pick has increased, and you can cross-check that by just simply putting this part by putting the participation.sid so that you can see if it's picking the ones with the null value. So let's try that again. See, it's picking the ones with the null value, but if you just do the equal where it's gonna drop the ones with the null value. That's a comma. Okay, yeah, so it dropped the ones with the null value. So that is why we need to do the left join if we are asked to put all participation even with zero participation. So I know I demonstrated this in the previous question, but I felt I need to do it again here. So now we've done the first part of this problem. We can see the maximum that we are trying to pick with an SQL query is the one where the project ID is 202 and the title is Smart Park. So this is the one we are trying to pick. But how do we pick it from this query? Because we can't just do max. We can't do max. It would have been nice if we could just do max like this, and then it gives us the result. But it will give an error because we can't. It just says we can't do max on another aggregate. So for us to find the maximum value, we need to do a subquery of this same query. A subquery, but this time the subquery will just give us, we are just interested in it counting the participant ID. So I just copied it and pasted it here so that we can create it as a subquery. So we don't want all this other information for the subquery because we're just gonna compare with one value, which is the PID, the maximum. We just want these numbers only. So let's give it a temporary name. We can call it max. It says the maximum number of participants, so we can say max PID. So let's see what the subquery will give us. It will just give us max PID because we gave it the count. The aggregate, we gave it a temporary name, max PID. So it will just give us the max PID and the count. Now we got two queries. This one gives us all the fields we need, and this one just gives us the values of the the number of participants. So what we then need to do, we need to do a second a third one, a second subquery that will compare to the max PID. So we can then say remember with the group by we have if we have a condition, we will have the having clause. So we want this count, which we know we are looking for 6, right? So we want the condition to be having count PID, which will give us these results that you are already seeing here. Having that count is equal to, we do a subquery, select maximum. Now we are allowed to use this temporary name. So we can use this temporary name so we are selecting maximum. We know this table will give this subquery, this one here is giving us these results. So we just want to do a comparison in using a subquery to say select maximum PID, which will be this table. What's the maximum? The query is simply saying select a maximum from this table with one column, and we can give it an alias name. We can call it temp. So now this will just run like it's not even seen this. So it's gonna run like it's not even seen this. So it's good to just go select maximum from this. But this is the temp consists of this column here. So I hope that makes sense. Let's see. There we go. It managed to pick 6. So this is how you solve this problem just using subqueries without necessarily using the common table expression. I hope this was helpful, and thank you.